Sir, is that how long do you do?
Both of you right. Both of you right. Over here. चलना आगे चलना. अंदर अंदर चले.
give me one moment. Let me tell them about you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Siddesh has been our student for 8 years. He's currently part of our customized employment program. Siddesh is honest, witty, empathic, and a friendly young adult. His teachers and peers truly enjoyed interactions with him, and we're so proud to tell you that just very recently, he has secured a full-time job with Siddesh is working as a programmer for a company called CAI, a US-based IT company. So with that, I hand it over to Siddesh for the evening.
Oh yeah, thanks. Thank you, Miss Monica, for the kind words and encouragement as well. Okay, I just need to do this for a second. We have Miss Neera Nandi. Which one's Miss Neera Nandi? Oh, there. We have Miss Neera Nandi. Neera Nandi is the co-founder of, well, Dasra India, actually. She is a strategic philanthropy organization. She leads ecosystem building initiatives and facilitates key partnerships with global leaders like Harvard University and Stanford University, also known as HU and SU.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that gracious introduction. And I can't thank Indira and Dharmil for being such generous hosts to Giving Pie. And when we were brainstorming on what this could be, it was like, yeah, let's just make it small. But I think nothing for Indira is ever small. So thank you from the bottom of our heart for all of this. And I think what's very exciting is that we've partnered together as Giving Pie with Gateway, and it's perhaps the first time we've brought such an important issue to this community. So my name is Neera Nandi. I started an organization called Dasra, which means Enlightened Giving, with my husband, which he's somewhere. He can maybe wave. Oh, there he is. Yeah, back there. 23 years ago, we moved. I'm sorry for my accent. But 23 years ago, we moved from the US and said if there's anything we can do with our skills, we came from investment banking, so we didn't have a whole lot of skills or money, frankly. We were around 24. If you're calculating, I'm 48. And decided let's start something like Dasra, and at that time, 23 years ago, it was very much an early new thing to be a bridge. So we're an NGO for NGOs. We support projects like Gateway, would like to support more. But also, over the last 23 years, we've supported about 1,000 different NGOs. We've tried to influence about $300 million. And really, our effort is to bridge where there is money, influence, impact, to money, influence, impact with NGOs on the ground. And our idea was if you can support projects and organizations with management skills, strengthen them as institutions, then as they...
Film Festival and member of the advisory board of Gateway School of Mumbai. He has been a champion for Gateway since the idea was first conceived. And these has been instrumental in our growth over these past 10 years. Welcome, Mr. Bobby Dio.
Thank you, Sizzling. Thank you so much. And first of all, I just want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Because you're working and it's amazing.
I know,
you're
right?
doing what you really love. It's so cool.
It is.
But I still think a Porsche GT3 is a better car.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, we also have Kajol Devgan, an acclaimed actress of the Indian film festival industry. Kajol Devgan is one of the most... What the? Microphone's off. Okay, we have Kajol Devgan, an acclaimed actress of the Indian film industry. Kajol Devgan is one of the most successful actresses of Hindi cinema and the recipient of numerous accolades, including 6 Filmfare Awards.
Nice to meet you, Siddesh.
Okay, next up we have Mr. Jitamala. Oh, now it's working? We have Mr. Mahesh Jitamalani, a lawyer and a current member of Rajya Sabha. Hi, sir. Seriously, I think. Okay, next up on the list, we have Timothy Riser.
Put the mic in.
Sorry. Michael. Dr. Timothy Riser, Director of Research and Training at the Institute for Disability Research, Policy and Practice, and Research Assistant Professor in the Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation at Utah State University. Welcome, Dr. Tim. And then we have Tricia Jones working. Currently, she's a trainee principal investigator and trainee of a customized employment training at the Technical Assistant Utah State University, and part-time Griffin Harmis Associate. Thank you. Hold on, it's gonna take time. Hold on. Just need to swap over. Unfortunately, Miss Bhatnagar did not make it today. Instead, we have Mr. Satish, Head of Human Resources at Todd Wellington Muir. We're privileged to have you here all. No problem, sir. Okay, let's tell us in not more than 30 seconds why you feel passionate about and ally to people with disabilities, special abilities. Sorry. Okay. Tell us in not more than 30 seconds why you feel passionate about being an ally to people with disabilities, special abilities. First, Mr. Mahesh. Mr. Mahesh. Mahesh, sir.
Tony?
Sir, can you hear us?
No, I don't think he does.
I think he's mute. Mahesh, sir?
He's speaking, but you can't hear him.
Yeah, that makes. Hi, Mr. Mahesh. Can you hear us? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's right. Starting with Kajol. Tell us in more than 30 seconds why you feel being passionate about and ally to people with disabilities and special abilities.
I don't need the mic.
You need it.
Yeah, I really don't need the mic, but I'm going to pretend that I need that. So it's my, my awareness of this particular topic started a long time back actually, because I had a hairstylist, and when I was about 18 years old, and she joined me when I was 18, and she was with me for about 10 years. And during that 10 years, she was amazing. She would, she was working with me 24/7, traveling, etc. And I came to know much later actually. She didn't really tell me for the first 2-3 years that she had a paraplegic child at home. And it was heartbreaking to watch her, because there was this mother who was constantly worried, constantly organizing, had to work, couldn't sit at home doing nothing for a long period of time, made me feel guilty if I didn't work for a little while. It was just watching her day in and day out. And that was really my first, in-depth, close-up view of how much it affects the entire family and society, actually. The way society looks at them, what society does to them. And I think that's why when I heard about Gateway, I was so happy to hear about something like that coming up. And the topic that we're discussing today is actually, I think a wonderful and a very, very relevant topic to today, to and most especially to our society. I think the first thing that we want to teach our children is compassion. And we have this wonderful world in front of us, which we are looking at. And we see so many things that are right with it, that are wrong with it, that there are so many causes around. But I think the best thing that we could teach our children would be to look at the human being next to you and see it as a human being who deserves a chance at everything, regardless of their color, race, religion, or abilities, for that matter. And that is, yes, exactly. And that's why I'm here today, because I'm hoping that, yes, my 30 seconds are almost up. So, yes, but yeah, I'm hoping that we start a conversation that hopefully will help us make the world a better place for our children to grow up in.
Now can you hear us, Mr. Mahesh?
Can you hear us, Mahesh?
Okay, Mr. Mahesh.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Finally. So now let's tell us in not more than 30 seconds why you feel passionate about being an ally to people with disabilities or special abilities, as they call it, in my opinion.
I mean, there's more than one reason, but very briefly, because I'm passionate about.
I can't
We
hear you.
can't hear you.
I think there's some problem. Mute it all. Oh, God. We'll have to wait. Let's put one thing first. Dude. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We'll go to Bobby Dion. So, okay, so Bobby Dion. Oh, sorry. Should I do this? Or tell us in no more than 30 seconds why you feel passionate about being an ally with people with disabilities or special abilities.
Well, for me, the first time I came across a child so special was Yuvraj.
Yep.
And my relationship with the Bodhanis, with Indira and Dharmil, started because of this bond that it happened between me and him. You know, I saw this child and I could see that I could communicate with him because why? Because he had only two passions, Bollywood and cricket and cooking. At that point, he didn't know he was going to be a good cook. I'll get to that afterwards. And so I felt amazing how, as an individual, as a human being, how you can influence and help a child. And so that's how my relationship built with the Bodhanis, and that's how I became a part of Gateway. I've seen the kids in the school, I've seen you since so many years, and I'm so proud of you. And I've seen all of them. I mean, the programs Gateway has been doing to improve and help and give them confidence and strength with whatever capabilities every individual child has is just amazing, you know. And I mean, I'm a parent. I'm always worried about my sons. What's their future going to be like? Because they don't have any disabilities, but they still have these issues in their lives. But kids with special needs and disabilities can't express what they really feel and identify. And I think that's the reason why I've just been here and I found friends and family in Bodhanis. I mean, they're like family to me. Yeah, I mean, I interact. I mean, the first time I came to the school, I just wanted to meet them, and I didn't want them to feel they're any lesser than us, because they're not. And I think that's the most important thing. If you interact with kids with special disabilities, you have to make them just be normal, you know, because what's wrong with them? Nothing is wrong with them. So it's amazing. I mean, what Utah University is trying to do here right now to customize jobs for kids with disabilities, because it's so sad that, I mean, they have so many capabilities, but people don't focus on that. They just think, okay, they're disabled kids, so let's just give them this particular kind of work to do because they'll only be good at that. But look at you, you're working for an IT company now. I mean, that's amazing, you know, and Yuvraj, my Yuvraj, I mean, he's an awesome child. I mean, he's such an amazing cook. I remember once I had this special occasion and he baked cookies for me. And I'm not just saying it, but his talent for cooking is amazing. Those cookies were like out of the world. And the other night, I was at Indira and Dharmel's house, and suddenly, you know, he has got this smile on his face. And you know how interactive he's become now? I mean, it's amazing. I've seen him, you know, going through such tough times, you know, having these tempers, and he doesn't know, he's a child, he doesn't know how to express. But now he's calmed down, he's been doing internship, he's been to Starbucks, he's been to other places, he's been to the Muse, and I mean, amazing what you guys are doing. It's seriously very good. And the last, I mean, just a week, 10 days back, my favorite dessert is the creme brulee, and I've never had the best creme brulee, thanks to you, Raj Beta. So it's very important that people understand this and try to contribute whatever they can and be great human beings, you know, because we're all human beings, we all have issues. Even us people sitting here, we have issues, you know.